Hey man, welcome to the podcast, man. Where we value laughs, man, with a dash of facts, man, and we stay relaxed. It's the More Life Podcast with your boy Dash Cash. So let's go ahead and start it off like we always do with the quote of the week. This week, the quote is from Will Smith. He said, "We spend money that we do not have on things that we do not need to impress people who do not care." Which should I always talk about that on here? The clout chasers, the fugaziness, all that stuff. People only doing this shit to try to get the attention from other people who really they just want to see wild shit, or they care about the jewelry or whatever you might have on the cars and shit like that, but they don't really care about you. And that's what his quote is getting at. But let's go ahead and get into it.
More life, more everything. More life, more everything. More life, more everything. More life, more everything.
So let me tell y'all about my past week. Shit. That shit went by so quick, man. I don't even know. Like, this shit is a blur for real, for real. It seemed like work and sleep for real. Every day, work, sleep. Might mix in the game a little bit. Of course, I'm spending time with my family every day. And shit, that's a must. That's a given. But shit been going by quick. The job ain't been too bad, but I done called off a few times for real, like in the past maybe month. Shit, so I'll probably need to get back on my shit, you know. I've been slacking up there probably just cause I see other motherfuckers dicking off, so I just been feeling like shit, fuck it, for real, but I shouldn't be thinking like that, so I'm gonna get back on that shit. Uh, for real, other than that, went to a little barbecue this past week at my girl people house. Shit, I've been waiting for some barbecue, so I think I'm about to get back out on the grill myself once it heat up a little bit more. Cause here in Cincinnati, weather's so inconsistent. Shit, one day that shit hot, next day it's cold. What was it? It was snowing in certain areas the other day, then it turned back hot. Like shit, the Midwest don't know what the fuck it want to do, weather-wise. But as soon as it get back straight though, shit, you know we on the grill every day. And shit, what else? Ready for that Doctor Strange 2. That shit finna drop in about a month. Also, I ain't dropped no vlog last week because the one I made, the file ended up getting corrupted. But it's all about the MCU and shit. I'm about to do another one, drop that one this week. And then probably drop another one on y'all and shit too. So, about to try to come with a couple uploads this week. Also, as y'all see, the podcast is a little bit rebranded. It was More Life Mondays before, but now it's the More Life Podcast. With Instagram, follow me at the More Life Podcast 1. That's the new handle on there, because I had to change it. Just because sometimes, like, I'll be uploading this, and I'll start uploading it on Monday, and, like, bruh, shit would go so fucking slow, my upload speeds, that it take until Tuesday. So I don't want to be dropping More Life Monday on Tuesday no more. So I just made it the More Life Podcast. So, you know, shit. It's going to pretty much come every Monday, but sometimes Tuesday, you know. You never know. But anyway, shit, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start it off with a little bit of entertainment. I know the Grammys was last week. Something like that this past week. Shit. For I don't know who was nominated. I don't keep up with award shows, as I was just telling y'all before about the Oscars and shit. I don't, oh my bad. I don't keep up with award shows. It's just like, most of the time it's people who don't really, I don't want to say get the culture, I don't want to put it like that, but they don't really know like shit, who poppin' like that, like amongst the streets and shit. Most of the time they just be getting like these industry plants. Those usually be the ones that win the awards. So I don't really keep up with too many award shows. But only thing I seen was, I think like a white group had won the award for best reggae artist, and I know people was outraged about that shit. They were saying like how the group, I think they from Virginia or something like that, so it's not like they from Jamaica or any one of those places that They really do the reggae shit or whatever. I don't know. I ain't listen to their music. It might be some fire shit for real. People probably just tweaking. You know how it be. Shit, they get on anybody for cultural appropriation. Sap sap. Like sap sap. What else? Oh, the game. I seen he's still looking for clout. Shit. With the Grammys too. I guess Regina Hall, she was making jokes up there. And I think they were saying Space Jam won an award or was nominated or some shit. But she was saying LeBron should have won an award for like the CGI graphic on his hairline because this shit was looking way better or some shit. I don't know, but the game was tweaking and he correlated that to the Will Smith Jada shit. He was like, y'all over here talking about a black man's hair and stuff. Y'all always putting us down and shit. Y'all white writers wrote these jokes. Y'all got a choice to not say it, but y'all choosing to anyways. Like, who knows who really wrote the jokes, but I know niggas been flaming LeBron on his hairline forever. And then the game, I mean, shit, he the same one. Like, where he attacked people, black people mainly, all the time in his music. He didn't talk shit about hella motherfuckers. For real, just listen to his music. Shit, you'll hear him name drop a few people. But, what else? I know he was coming at Eminem more and 50 Cent more and shit. Saying he'll body 50 still in the verses or whatever. He can out rap him and stuff. And then Whack 100 was saying that Game got a diss song that's finna drop coming at Eminem song. And I'm just like, boy, the Game gotta be really clout chasing right now and shit. Like, apparently he got an album that's finna drop. I ain't know until the other day. So really, this all makes sense. Let's see, when you get on that press run and you got music finna release, shit, some people just start saying a lot of egregious shit. Just shit that's gonna get clicks because it's gonna get people enticed to want to hear, oh, is he dissing this motherfucker? He dissing this motherfucker and shit. But it's really just all for show. Let's see, Whack 100, he got kicked off Clubhouse and shit the other day. He got, I guess, suspended. And it was over homophobic remarks. Him and Benzino both, they was on there. But backstory on that, apparently it was a video that came out. It was like Benzino was coming out of a hotel room with a dude that's his best friend though, apparently, and shit. And they was sharing a room together and stuff. So this dude, I can't even remember what his name was. Maybe his name was like Ion or some shit like that. But it's some gay ass blogger dude. He was trying to say like Benzino gay and shit for doing that or whatever. But like, I ain't with the fruity shit. But shit, like, what does it matter if this nigga is gay and shit? You trying to out this man or whatever. The gay people been complaining for years that motherfuckers try to out them. They want inclusion and shit. But we include you when you do this stupid shit. So Benzino got on there. Whack was already coming at bro wild saying like, apparently dude be trying to out motherfuckers all the time and shit. He was like, shit, just cause you like to get fucked in the ass don't mean like we like to get fucked in the ass and shit, which is true. Like, shit, bro, you got these gay motherfuckers out here doing this fugazi shit. And then what was it? I guess bro ended up reporting whacking Benzino though, ultimately. And shit, I'm probably fucking up the story completely and shit. Y'all could just search up the Whack 100 Benzino shit. That should have pulled straight up, but they was going off on bro though and shit. And then Whack was telling him like, shit, if he had said that bullshit to his face, he would have smacked the fuck out of him. And then I guess bro ended up saying like Whack was threatening him and shit like that, which you could take that as a threat, but not necessarily, because he ain't saying he gon' beat his ass. He was just saying, shit, if you said that to my face, I have to beat your ass. So it's different. But nonetheless though, always here for the drama. Oh, and also like, shit, that has sparked a thought too. I almost forgot. So like, Whack got kicked off for that and shit, and people get banned all the time. Like, you shit, even on YouTube where I post my shit, like, you gotta watch your speech. But I'm the type that I say what the fuck I want to, cause I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I literally do the podcast for fun. So if the money and shit come later on, that's all cool. But other than that, I do this shit for fun. But like, with that being said, people get banned for saying whatever. Like shit, these days you can't come at no gays. You can't come at women for real. No, none of that shit. But if you are a straight man though, you can get attacked all day. Like, cause shit, Benzino basically getting attacked. Shit, gay allegations being thrown on him and shit. Bruh saying he fucking this other nigga and shit. Where's the hate speech at with that? Like, shit, to somebody that's straight, that's disrespectful. Like, shit, I remember I had to wild on the bitch for calling me gay before. Cause shit, to me, that's disrespectful. You don't throw no gay allegations at no masculine ass nigga. Like, we don't take that shit lightly. So it's just ultimately y'all gotta watch what y'all say. If y'all trying to get this money though, off this bullshit, you know, y'all trying to get this money, watch what you say. Other than that, shit, do what you gotta do. Cause freedom of speech is finna be gone pretty soon. Well, it ain't no freedom of speech, but the little bit that we did have, that shit finna be gone. That had me think about Cardi B. She won a lawsuit against that Tasha K chick a few weeks ago and shit. But that was over like Tasha K. What she do? She said Cardi B had herpes and all this shit, and Cardi B denied it and shit. But Tasha K kept on running with it and running with it and running with it, which people do all the time. It's fake stories out about motherfuckers that's been going on for years. Once you step into that media space, bro, you open yourself up to any scrutiny. Once you post pictures on Instagram, shit, videos, whatever, like, you open yourself up to that scrutiny. So you can't really be mad. But Cardi B sued her girl for saying that shit, and Cardi came with the whole sympathy shit, saying like it done fucked her mind and everything like that mentally. Like, come on, bro. People say worse shit about you every day. It's freedom of speech. Like, bro, you free to say whatever, like, or at least you should be, without really no consequences for real. Like, unless you making violent threats and shit, man, that's all words. Like, people do the most and shit. And I don't fuck with Cardi B or the Tasha K chick, but I mean, I can understand like Cardi B, you know, shit, she tired of this bitch, which I think Tasha K got millions of followers, so, you know, you tired of this person putting this dirt on your name. But even then, shit, when you a celebrity, like, that shit happens. Like, and for Tasha K, if she knew that this shit was false, but she was still running with it, she should have just stopped or come out, apologize, whatever the case may be, say you wrong, blah, say blah. That's the only thing I think she did wrong in it. Other than that, man, it's freedom of speech. Seen Selena Gomez. She was discussing how she had to take a break from social media for about 3-4 years and stuff. Which I was kind of wondering what happened to Selena Gomez, because it seemed like she fell off the map after she broke up with JB some years ago. But nonetheless, she was saying like social media just was causing her to be so depressed and just shit like that, you know. And I mean, I pretty much did the same thing like a couple years ago. I'm not on Facebook for real. And shit, I got off mainly just because like I see too much of kids dying or just people dying in general, like too many tragedies, shit. It's just the same shit over and over and over. And then like on the opposite side of that, you just got hella stupid, dumb, nut ass shit that people share and talk about. Like, I don't really want to hear your thoughts on it. So just people making nut ass posts about irrelevant ass shit, or just even when somebody asks like how to do such and such on Facebook, like, nigga, why don't you just use Google? You don't think that shit would be quicker than you making a post and waiting for somebody to comment? Like, it's just niggas that ain't got common sense for real be on there. So I'm cool on that. So I feel Selena Gomez make you depressed. It just make you feel stupid and shit. And since I ain't been on there for real, like, I done felt 10 times better. Like, I think I got on Facebook once to make a post, and that was when I got engaged. That was at the beginning of last year. Other than that, before that, I had pretty much got off there like a year before. just cause, like I said, too many tragedies. So I'm pretty much only be on Instagram at this point. I could just scroll through and see pictures for real. And even though sometimes shit pretty much pop up, my shit is pretty much curated to where only thing I'm seeing is entertainment shit. So like rap shit, like my friends they rap, stuff like that. People I associate with, or like some of my family. And then hella bitches, hella Instagram models. As I'm scrolling down, porn stars, all that shit. Like that I to search up. I don't think I want to see is hella hoes and music shit for real. As I'm scrolling down Instagram, good shit, happy shit. You know, you feel me? Good vibes. Uh, what else? More that Jada Pinkett Will Smith shit. She was saying that she felt like Will overreacted to it, but she wasn't mad at him and shit. Which at first, like, I really didn't feel no ill will towards Jada. I mean, I still don't. It's all just entertainment shit for real. But I don't know. Just like I just seen a few videos where like Jada just be shitting on my nigga Will, like treating him like he a bitch, and it's like I feel like my nigga Will should probably leave her ass and shit. He spent what like 3 mil on a birthday party for her and shit. He spent 3 years planning for it too. Uh, yeah, something like that, something like that. But apparently she wasn't happy with that shit. She told him that it was only for his ego. That's why he was doing it. Which, bruh, how ungrateful is you? Even if somebody is feeding their ego by giving you a big ass party, bitch, the least thing that you could do is motherfucking appreciate that shit. At least say thank you for going out of your way and shit. What else? It was a video where he came in the house or something and she was recording him, trying to get him to say something. I don't know, I forget. But he was like, shit, what I would do is when I come in my house, I tell you that I don't want to be filmed and shit. Like, he was like, shit, my social media life, that's something different. When I'm in the house, I'm just trying to chill. And she was like, yeah, you see what I still got to deal with him or whatever. He need to just get with the program and shit. Like, but it's this bitch fault why he probably going through what he going through and shit. Like, I'm on the same shit. I'll be the same way. Like, don't film no video of me unless you get permission from me. That's how I feel. So I understand. Well, she still kept on had going, filming this nigga too after he said he didn't want to be filmed. Like, bruh, come on now. Like, I wouldn't deal with that shit. I don't see why he do. And shit, and he act like, or at least it seemed like, because none of us is actually in their house looking at their relationship. It seemed like, though, from the distance, like, she do whatever she want. She get her way. She walk over this nigga. And that's the old shit where, you know how they used to say, the woman's always right. It seemed like Will Smith, like, living by that type shit, like, which fuck that. That's not the case. I mean, nobody can truly say what's right or wrong, but it's like morally though, like shit, you gotta do what's right. Like, you gotta make this bitch like truly understand that she be in the wrong and shit, because a lot of females don't, like, but you gotta make them. But also Will Smith, he had got banned from the Oscars for, what is it, 10 years. So he can't come back. He can still get awards though. Stuff, you might as well start going to them black events for real. Should just go to the places where your people be at. Make that shit even more popping. If they see Will Smith and them and other big name black actors going to these other events, maybe you can get some more light on that. Or shit, it honestly don't matter probably for that nigga. He been in the game for like 30 years. Multiple accolades. Millions of dollars, if not a billy and shit, so he should be straight. Also for entertainment, more on the music side now, or back to the music side, because it started with the music, but we back to the music. It was a singer named Money Love, I guess that's her name. So she talked about how she had to shut down a collab with Drake back in 2008 because her dude at the time was like, I guess he was insecure and shit. He thought that she was gonna smash Drake, even though they was doing a song. Now, why she talking about this now though? And that was back in 2008. Who knows? Like I said, shit always clout chasing motherfuckers. And shit, I guess any story at this point will get you some fame. But shit, that's pretty lame of her dude though. Shit, she should have hopped on the train. That's when that nigga Drake was first popping off. And shit, she could have been getting some guala guala. That Drake effect was serious back then. Shit, it still is if he hop on a song. But I was in high school back when he was coming out, and I had watched Degrassi too growing up. So when I first heard him rapping, I was like, "That's that nigga Jimmy." Shit, he was promising on there, so I knew he probably was gonna do big things. But shit, she missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime for sure. What else? I seen Wiz Khalifa kind of beefing with Gilly, the what's his name, Gilly the King from was it $1 Million Worth of Game podcast with Wallow and shit. Also, Gilly was a rapper too before. He still lightweight do his thing, but that nigga Wiz was on IG, and I seen this shit as I'm scrolling down. He basically on there in draws and shit, working out or whatever. But I guess Gilly started flaming him and shit on IG, and he was saying he had to unfollow Wiz until he put some clothes back on. But next thing you know, like shit, that nigga Wiz apparently got him banned and shit. Apparently he reported Gilly's post. Like, I don't know if that's the truth or not, but that's what Gilly was saying. And Wiz was saying like, if you gotta unfollow me because of that or whatever, blah say blah, then you got your own problems or something. And we wasn't really cool before and shit. But I'ma just stick to the positive vibes or whatever. Like I said, if Wiz got him banned and shit, that's some bitch ass nigga shit. And I fucks with Wiz heavy, like y'all know shit on here. Like Wiz is my motherfucking dude. Like, but they'll probably be cool and shit eventually. Probably just a little misunderstanding. You know how they do. Also, Wiz got another new CD out today. Shit, or it ain't out today. It came out a couple days ago. With that nigga Big Crit, Smoke Dizza. He on hella songs on there, and I think it's a producer named Girl Talk that did all the beats on there and shit. So it's probably just for, you know, the clout surrounding that CD for real, for real. Do a little something, something. Also, Wiz got a song called Iced Out something, Iced Out Necklace. That's what it's called. That shit was a banger for sure. Like, I was fucking with it. But shit, y'all check out that new Wiz. Also for entertainment this week, shit, got some of that Meg Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez bullshit. Shit, I seen that it was a witness that came out or whatever, and they said they seen two dudes, not two dudes, yeah, I had it right. They seen two dudes and a chick jumping Meg Thee Stallion or whatever. He didn't name any names. I mean, they assuming the two dudes would be Tory Lanez, his friend, and then the chick is Meg Thee Stallion friend and shit. But he was saying, well, bruh, the witness was saying like he seen a flash from the gun come from the chick or whatever. So, I mean, I guess that adds to the fact that Tory really didn't shoot Meg Thee Stallion. Also, like I said before, they didn't find his fingerprints on the gun. It was it non-conclusive or some shit like that. And then gunpowder residue was on the chick hands that was in the car and shit, and underneath the seat. Basically, they could tell a gun was underneath the back seat. So like, in order to get it back there, shit, Tory would have had to get in the back seat to slide it under there. Apparently, he was sitting in the front seat and shit. I don't know. Who knows? Like, none of us was there. But shit, I mean, it's just Meg Thee Stallion, bro. She was running with that lie. And my problem with that shit is just like, people be so quick to always say, protect these women, black women specifically, protect black women. I always believe what they saying shit. But it's like, when motherfuckers out there lying and shit, how can you do that all the time? Like, you can't just take somebody's side, which they did. That nigga Tory basically was blackballed. He damn near still is. I know it's music stations that say they ain't playing his shit. I think the big streaming apps, they don't support his shit or have him, like they got their own playlist or whatever. They don't put him on the playlist and stuff. So it's like, You making up this lie about him when really it was somebody else, your friend, that did the shit. Bro, you done got this nigga whole shit fucked up. Just, that's that fugazi shit. And I mean, Tory could go the independent route, but I don't think that's what he was trying to do necessarily. We want the fame and shit like that. He want to sell as much as he can. So, bro, you fucking up his bag. Um, what else? Apparently, she filed a lawsuit against Acker. She name dropped him in court and shit, or to get him summoned, because they saying that he's leaking information about the case because he friends with Tory Lanez. They said that Lanez and his lawyer feed him straight all the information like straight up and shit. But Axe said that like for real he got it from Meg's label Rock Nation. Like they released the documents and stuff. So it's like her own peoples is the one that's fucking her up. And Rock Nation they manage hella motherfuckers. So I mean shit. I mean who knows what's going on with that, but just a whole fugazi ass story and shit. And it's with anything. Always look into anything that you told, even the shit that I say on here. Like shit, if y'all was believing it straight up, I wouldn't do that shit. Search into that. Like anything somebody say, I gotta search into it. Just cause shit, believe nothing. Believe nothing. Um, Lastly, for entertainment, shit, T.I., that boy T.I. Tip Harris. Shit, he was popping off on a female comedian. I think he had a comedy show. He did a little set, and then I forget the lady name though. Shit, she came up after him though, and from what I seen, he was heckling her. I know he kept on saying like, "Take your wig off, take your wig off," according to like what I heard, and then she told him to talk about them sexual allegations that he got. And that nigga got up on stage because he was heated and started going off on her shit or whatever. And apparently like called her a bitch too and shit like that. Which you know you can't call no female no bitch out here and shit, or else it's World War III out this motherfucker and shit. But the biggest issue for real with that is probably like her saying for him to speak about the allegations when apparently it's been proven that the shit was false. It was a politician down in Georgia that they got the girls or whatever to come out with the fake allegations against T.I. and his wife. And the lady was saying like, shit, basically he shouldn't have dabbled in politics. Because when you dabble in politics, they gonna put out something against you. Like, don't nobody who win in politics win that shit clean. It's always some dirty shit going on. And whatever group you going against, shit, they gonna put some shit out to discredit you. With that being said, though, he was going in on no girl, and he got up on stage doing the shits or whatever. And I mean, you see with the Will Smith shit, you ain't supposed to get up on stage on no comedian. You can't do that shit no matter what they talking about and shit. But fuck all that though. I said if you talking that bullshit, I'd check your ass too. And that's what he got up there saying. He fine with the jokes or whatever. But like as far as the allegations go, you ain't gonna keep on throwing no crazy ass nut ass shit like that on his name. So he was heated. I think they hugged it out and shit, and they ended up doing a show together not too long ago. But she was standing her ground too though. She said she'll make jokes about whatever the fuck she want to, which I feel that. Just like here, I talk about whatever the fuck I want to. Ain't nobody gonna stop that shit. Whatever you do, do what you want to. Don't let nobody, nothing stop you or ruin the integrity of what you got going on. Cause that's how I am. Ain't nothing stopping this. That's all though we got for entertainment this week. So now it's time for a little bit of sports. Gotta start it off with some tragic news. RIP to Dwayne Haskins. He was on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shit, I remember he got drafted like a few years ago for the Redskins. I think they call it the Commanders now. But yeah, Washington. He was on their team. He was alright. And nonetheless, he got hit by a dump truck the other day. I think they said he was walking on the highway. It was around like 6 something in the morning. They still don't really know too much about what was going on, but he was down in Florida training, and then shit just, I don't know. The next day they ended up getting a call and stuff about him getting hit. Like I said, it's a tough situation. Like I said, they don't know too much about it, but R.I.P. to him. Condolences to his family and his loved ones for real. Um, but what else? So that nigga Rob Gronkowski, he was saying that he probably gonna come back next year, but if he do, it's for sure gonna be for the Bucks. I know he was linked to the Bengals for a little bit because he was saying he'd like to play with Joe Burrow if it's anybody outside of Tom Brady. But now that Tom Brady then came back, for sure he said the only team that he willing to play for is the Bucks. So I feel him, gotta play with your boy. The chemistry is unreal between Tom Brady and Gronk, so that'd be cool. Also NFL draft coming up soon. I don't know who finna get drafted. Shit, no nothing like that. Um, on to some NBA shit. So seeing the Lakers, they got eliminated from competition for the playoffs the other day. It's been a tough season for my Lakers. Also injuries, like shit, for real. LeBron been injured and had to take off games. AD stay injured. I mean, he forever injured. And then Russ, he just been rusty. Shit, inconsistent for real. Um, and then they need a bench, man. They gonna have to do something next season. I'll say they probably should trade Russ just to clear the books off. I think AD was saying like he'll like to run it back, but for real, I think they should just trade him, try to clear up some cap space, and build a fucking bench. Like, they gotta do something, or else they gonna be fucked again. Um, I've been hearing like the LeBron GOAT talks is done. Shit, I don't know. It's kind of like hard debating him versus MJ just because, bro, like, MJ played 13 seasons, I think, and then, what was it, 2 with the Wizards, if I am mistaken, and shit. So, it's like their careers just went two completely different paths. Plus, they play different positions. Like, if you're talking about from just who finna attack, get that shit done, that's Jordan. Like, but with LeBron, his well-rounded game, like, he's the greatest at the well-rounded game. Like, everything, he could do whatever. And this season, even though they was getting strapped, he still finished second in scoring, shit. Um, I don't know. I think his assists was like he probably averaged like 7, 8 assists, something like that. Rebounds always like 7, 8 type shit. He was putting in work, so he should come back probably next year. Still good. We'll see how his body hold up, cause shit, father time catch up with everybody. So we'll see. I think the Hornets they trying to get Russell Westbrook possibly. I think they said like Jordan always fucked with Westbrook, so and I think Russell signed the Jordan brand too, so they said they might be looking to get him, but I don't think that's gonna happen because they got LaMelo Ball and Rozier in the backcourt playing the point. So like, I don't know, they got too many guards. What else? Kawhi Leonard, shit. They said his ACL injury from last year it ain't progressing, so they don't know when he gonna come back. And he always had the ACL and the knee problems and shit like that, so who knows? But when they do get him, though, if he do come back and play for the Clippers again, he gonna be a defensive monster no matter what. And then shit, he kind of somebody that got that Jordan Kobe type gene where like when Kawhi lock in and take over, he was locking in and taking over too. Shit, just with like buckets, he was getting buckets. Like it wasn't no stopping that nigga. He wasn't missing and shit. But shit, them play-ins they start today on Tuesday. Let's see. I think the Nets they play the Cavs. The Nets should be able to win it. KD, bro, you should be able to go ahead and get this shit done. Kyrie, you should be able to go ahead and get this shit done, or whatever. Like they should be able to just strap the Cavs for real and move on. And then the Clippers they play the Timberwolves too today. We'll see. Shit, that one probably could go either way for real. And shit, the rest of the playoff seeding, shit, I haven't really looked at it too much. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But my finals pick though, I'll say from the East, I'ma rock with Philly. Unless like if the Nets get Ben Simmons back, cause I heard he might come back during the first round. If they get him back, I might have to go with the Nets. But other than that, as of right now, I'm gonna go with Philly from the East, and then the West. Shit, I'm gonna rock with the Suns and shit, just cause the Suns they made it to the finals last year, and then this year best record in the NBA, and they just seemed determined to fucking get that shit done. Like it seemed like they on a mission. Devin Booker been locked in. CP when he has been there been locked in. And even if he get injured again, cause he was injured for a little bit this season, they still been doing good. So I'm pretty sure they'll still do their thing if CP3 go down, cause he known to be injured and shit during the playoffs. Um, yeah, I think that's it though for sports. Oh no. Rewind it a little bit. I think I seen my nigga Luka Doncic too. Though shit, he questionable for the first few games. I think he went down with an injury the other day and shit. So we'll see how he do. But if he play though, the Mavs might do something though, cause I think they're a top four seed, and then that boy Luca, shit, he be balling. So I don't know. We gonna see. It's kind of open this year, but in the West, but we gonna see. Time for some roses. Alright, so this week I'm gonna have to give roses out to all my friends, family, and loved ones. That's who this shit going to this week. And it's just for contributing in some way, shape, or form to helping me learn along this journey for real. Cause I heard before that a smart man, he only learns from himself. But a wise man, he learns from within and from those that surround him and shit. So I always pick up little things from anybody or learn what not to do. Shit, anybody, I'm always observing extensively. Anybody, anything. So shout out to all my friends, family, and loved ones, definitely. Now it's time for that quick history lesson. This week, the lesson is on Ralph Bunche. So real quick, he was the first African American to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, and he had got that because he was able to end the conflicts between the Israelis and the Arabs when what was it? The new state of Israel was first created. That was back in was that I think like close to 1950, something like that. So he got the prize for he stopped the conflicts because shit, that whole Israeli Palestine type shit conflicts, they was fighting over the area and stuff like that for so long. Wars going on over there in the Middle East for so long that most people don't even hear about. Ralph Bunche, he was the guy that was able to get them to stop after the UN spent years trying to get them to stop. This guy, Ralph Bunche, African American, black man, shit, he was able to step up and get them to cut that bullshit the fuck out. But that's all for the quick history lesson this week. Next up, we got quick hits. So quick hits for this week. I seen the Black Lives Matter creator. They used the money that was granted to them and shit like that from what is it like? They got people that donate to their organization and also like non-profit funding and shit like that. Apparently they spent a good portion on that. The creator, I forget her name, but she bought herself a house, like a brand new mansion type shit, spent millions on it. And it's like, I mean, I've been here and the organization was on some fugazi shit. Unless this mansion that she bought is literally the house, motherfuckers, which I highly doubt it's that. From what I've been seeing, the house is for her. She purchased it for her. So, I don't, like, unless she finna be donating it to African Americans or setting up something to give back, it's just, man, that's some bullshit. What else, though, on quick hits? Up there in Flint, Michigan, my hometown where I was born at. Not raised, though, but I was born at. The Genesee County clerk, John Gleason, he got arrested on multiple charges the other day for, what was it? It was an investigation that started back in 2020. He was charged with bribing and intimidating motherfuckers. So I think it was like people that worked for him and shit. He was trying to force them to do certain things and coming at them right. And then also he was paying off motherfuckers to go ahead and, vote for him, or basically like buying votes. and shit, getting them to do certain things for him that would be illegal. You can't bribe nobody as a government official and shit, or even bribing motherfuckers to get him in office, keep him in there and stuff. So he's going down. But if he convicted though, he only facing 4 years and a fine of $1,000. Now, I just feel like I hate to play the race card, but like, bruh, if that was a black official, one, this shit would be motherfucking national news probably that he was doing some dumbass shit like that. Two, bro, would probably be going down for a minute. So it's just fugazi shit, but get that motherfucker John Gleason the fuck up out of there though. What else? I seen this past week some fuck shit. A med student that was bragging about injuring one of their patients for mocking, like, I guess she was a social justice warrior for like trans people and shit like that. So dude seen her online or whatever, but he was bringing up the shit, but basically like mocking her, saying what is it, he, she, or they, or something like that. You know how they want to be called, like they, or I don't know, some bullshit. But like, the chick was just supposed to be drawing blood, but she purposely mistook him in his arm, so she had to do it again to cause him pain and shit. Now, like, when you in that position of being a doctor, one, you sign a contract that you never supposed to be doing malpractice or trying to injure, kill somebody, whatever. Like, you're never supposed to be doing that. That's illegal as fuck. And then shit, it's just like, as a doctor, bro, you supposed to be caring for motherfuckers. You trying to make them healthy, not fuck them up. Like, bitch, what you doing? What you learned in school? And she was doing this shit for TikTok or whatever. She make videos for the top. Like I said, shit, one of her videos went viral before because she was standing up for trans or whatever. The first thing she did, when after she stuck dude wrongly and shit, and had to do it again, she went straight to TikTok to make her video and talk about how she did this dumbass nut ass shit. Now she got fired from her job and shit. Her school is talking about the actions that they gonna take, which they probably gonna take whatever little license she got right now, because I think she got her bachelor's degree. But you gotta stay in school for so long to become a doctor though. But like, she had already got her bachelor's, so it's like, bro, you threw this shit away for this nut ass, clout ass shit that you trying to do. Like, bitches be stupid, niggas be stupid too, motherfuckers be stupid, bro. Everybody crazy, stupid shit. What else? Another dumbass motherfucker. Lastly, on quick hits, this guy, he might have been a kid for real shit. I don't know. He looked damn near grown, but he was in school though still. So like shit, he got picked up by his friends from school, and they went to do a home invasion, a robbery. They killed the people that was in the house, right? Got back in the car, dipped out. So the getaway car that they left in ended up getting found. And the nigga that had killed the motherfuckers left his homework in the back. It's like, bro, how stupid is you? If you gon' fucking commit a crime, nigga, don't leave no motherfucking trace. Definitely not no motherfucking home invasion and no murder. You tripping, dog. You tripping. But he's finna go down for a while. And it's a black dude, too, that did it. So, you know how they do us. Like, when we finna go through the court system, he's finna be fucked, pretty much. He's over. But that's it for quick hits. So now on to relationships. This week shit for relationships is all about porn. I got a few different little porn topics. So first off, like shit, I don't know, do y'all, the viewers, watch porn at all? I don't know, shit. Some people be scared, you know, to admit that they do shit. I know motherfuckers used to hide that shit all the time. But I watch that shit time to time. Shit, I keep a fucking list of tabs open on my shit. Like, just for if I need to go ahead and, you know, get it off on some quick shit, I can go ahead and switch to the tab on my internet browser. Boom, boom, hit it up. But, shit, I've been watching porn too since, like, boy, I was a kid. I want to say my uncle showed me my first porno back in the day. And it was like, it was on the little camcorder though and shit. My uncle he had like a little tape he got from somebody at his school, and he had to take my grandma camcorder and shit. He stuck it in there, and I remember a bitch was getting smashed on there and shit. That was the first porn I seen. But ever since then, and I had seen Next Friday. That was back in like 2000 when I was a little kid. And the Mexican dude on there was a Joker and shit. When he was finna smash the bitch in the room and shit, I don't know. Like since then I've been like just on some sex shit. Like since then I think that fucking turned me up to always fucking just, you know, being attracted to the porn or on some think in my single days I definitely was more on the wild side as far as running through them out here and shit. Also like just watching porn. I think that probably had improved my sex game for real. Like I came out the gate when I lost my virginity. I remember old girl didn't even know I was a virgin and shit just cause I was stroking shit out. Like, but I told her everything I learned shit was from the motherfucking pornos. Like I just went in the game doing what I motherfucking seen. That nigga Rico Strong, Wesley Pipes, Lex Steele, them niggas doing this shit. Like I was trying to shit hit a bitch like Pinky be getting hit. Like Cherokee Diaz be getting hit. Shit. Was Lacey Duvall. That was another one I was into. Shit. She used to get tore up. Like shit, I was trying to do bitches like she was getting done. Capri Styles. Shit. Plenty porn stars like shit. With that being said though, shit, have any of y'all ever been caught, you know, in the midst of either watching that shit or, you know, doing your shits? Like, cause for me, like, out of all the years that I had watched that shit, bro, I swear ain't nobody ever walked in on me, caught me, no nothing like that. Like the most was my mom looking through my profile on the computer and seeing I had a couple porn videos in there, but I never had been caught in the act of watching it until a couple years ago and shit. So I'm sitting in the bathroom like I'm finna go ahead and get it in, like I'm finna jack it and shit, like, cause once and you just need to get that nut out. That sometimes that quick nut, two shit, you know, in a relationship with kids, shit, you might not be fucking as much depending on the schedule, shit. But my girl typically at that time she would knock on the door. She just wouldn't come in the bathroom. But that time, nigga, she bust straight in. I had the phone away and go hard with the other, bruh. I swear I dropped that shit so quick, try to fumble it or whatever, try to turn it off. And she just seen the video, like, cause the phone fell on the floor but face up. So she just seen a bitch getting smashed, like, and she like, what you doing, like, and you know, shit, you just shook at that point. Like, I couldn't do shit for real but laugh about it. Like, she got weak too, like, she was laughing about that shit too, like, I told her make sure she fucking knock, and she still don't knock. That shit so. I ain't jacking in the bathroom no more. I mean, I guess that definitely, or lock the door. Now I'm like, shit, I gotta lock the door when I go in there. But I don't be doing that shit in there no more though. Like it's too risky. It's too risky. Um, with that being said though, if y'all ever need some sites to get on shit, you know, y'all probably got your own sites. But my personal faves though, you know, like Pornhub, of course, who wouldn't get on there? That's the main one. Um, the XNXX, that was the shit back in the day. UGIS, that was the shit back in the day. Uh, it's one called Spank Bang. They got hella shit on there. And then with Spank Bang too, they got the shit that like Pornhub ain't gonna put up there, cause Pornhub pretty legit. But like Spank Bang, you can find the shit from like OnlyFans and all that extra shit on there. The IG models, all that shit. Like, but you know, shit. Hella porn, hella porn. Well, that's all I got though for relationships. Let's go ahead and get into the conspiracy theory of the week. Um, so shit. It's like shit. I feel like money or just wealth in general is just that's the devil. Like that's the root of all evil right there. Like, and many people probably didn't have this conversation, but I don't think they really think about it in this shit. Like anything you do for the money and shit is typically shit that you don't want to do or whatever. It's typically you gotta get up when you don't want to. You gotta leave the house when you don't want to. You gotta spend time at a place that you don't want to be at, regardless of If you're the guy working at McDonald's, you're the guy working in the steel mill, you're the entertainer, whatever the case may be. The baseball player, you still got to go through rigorous shit that you do not feel like doing, ultimately, for most people. And shit, so it's like, that shit just, I feel like people worship that shit too. And you shouldn't be worshiping money. I feel like that's just some, it's created shit. Like, of course, there is wealth and things you got. People used to trade different items and stuff. And, you know, of course, obviously, like, oil would be worth way more than, like, shit, this fucking vape pen that I got. More people can use the fucking oil from the oil rigs than they can use motherfucking vape pens. Like, the oil is gonna run the electricity and shit. That's gonna help buildings run. It's gonna help cars run, obviously, the gasoline and shit like that. But it's just, once we started focusing on that dollar and everything, or even the gold coins before that, it's just, that took us from, I don't even want to necessarily say like worshiping God, but more from like the spiritualness and shit, us actually worshiping the planet, because the planet was everything. They gave us all our resources. We used to have to fish and do the other hunting and shit. We had to make our own clothes out of whatever animal we might have killed. We skin them and shit like that. Gotta go pick your own vegetables, stuff like that. Like, I feel like them the real jobs. You gotta eat and stuff. You gotta survive. So like, you gotta do that. But like, now it's just, everything is for the dollar. Everything is for the money. Everything is, you know, shit, just to keep that shit going. And I'm about to end this shit, but like, my mom, she was singing a song the other day saying like, money is life, money is life, money is life, money is life. I'm just like, bruh, like, I didn't say this to her, but I'm thinking like, bro, money is life for you, probably not for me. Like, money don't make me happy. Like, I've been at a point in time in life where I feel like I could afford whatever I want, because being rich or poor, that's all subjective to who you looking at for around you. Like, shit, I can make 3 bands a month and I'm about to feel rich. And shit, I make 20, I ain't even finna put it out there, but even making shit what I make right now, I'm straight for real. Like, bro, I'm not stressing. Like, shit, so I'm fine. Money not life to me. Like, I like to sit in the house. I like to do what the fuck I want to. Like, I like to do the podcast. I like to make music also and shit. I like to spend time with my family. Like, my family is my form of currency. Shit, they the ones that make me feel better and shit. I could literally live in a box and be fine. Like, and that's not saying I want to. I love the convenience of everything. Like, I'll say it, like, on the bright side, money, making that whole system, and, you know, we got all these products and shit that don't mean shit, that did make everything way more convenient. So, you know, I'll give it that. But other than that, man, like, just money is the fucking devil. What else? Like, even at church, the whole thing is like, they want you to donate money, donate money, donate money. Pastor, preacher end up getting a fat ass house, fat ass car, got the jewels and shit. But when you go through your time of need and shit, they ain't there to help you for real. It's rare. It's rare and shit. But that's all I got for this week though. So thanks for joining me this week. Sincerely, thanks for joining me this week. You know, we say what the fuck we want to, and it's also this the place where we do what the fuck we want to too, right? And shit. This the More Life Podcast. I'm your boy Dash to the motherfucking cash.
Hello world.
Hello world.
My name is Dash.
Later.
My name is Dash.
And I be smoking gas.
Smoking gas.
Sometimes I face it.
Sometimes I face it.
Sometimes I pass.
Sometimes I pass.
And if it's Reggie,
If it's Reggie.
it's in